All right, first of all, like I said, I'll never make a video on nothing I can't relate to because I'm not an NBA player, a professional player, a wrestler, none of that. Okay. I've been in construction for the last 25 years. So welding or building things I'm familiar with. You can go through my page, sign up for the class. That's another video. So I've been inspecting buildings and, I don't stumble upon some intriguing a few years ago, but after doing research, I think I feel comfortable enough to speak on it. Okay, so a lot of these buildings was built, and a lot of the people that was in those areas back in those days was, we're gonna say, Native Americans. Okay, so we're gonna say this was the workforce. They was able to go do this right here, dance, and then they was able to go be quarrymen, stonemasons, stone carvers, whatever, what have you. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into Philadelphia. Let's go take a look at Philly. Now this is Fairmount Park in Philadelphia. Okay, I actually been here. This is where they shot the Rocky movie at. When Rocky was running up the stairs, that's the building behind it. But let's talk about these buildings. They look like Rome. They look like old Rome. We ain't gonna talk about the water that look like it's still haven't receded from whatever event that happened. I'm not here for that. We talking strictly facts. Look at this building. Just look at this building. So when they built this building in the 1900s, they said, hey, let's submerge half of it underwater and give it a Rome kind of look. And then look at this building back here. Who built this? Like I said, if any engineer or architect, stonemason, core mason, sculpture, stone setters, if any one of them can jump in the comments and say, hey, this is how we did it, and then I'll stop making these videos. But until then, I'm intrigued. Even my mentors are lost. My mentors can't even explain how these beautiful buildings was built. And we don't build them like that anymore. How? Okay. What I do know about this is then and now. I do know about the then and now. I do know back then, what they say, 500 people daily, it would take to build this. All right, we ain't gonna get into the lifting capacity. We ain't gonna get into the ornament and sculpture. We just gonna get into them coming with this stone and building it. Able to pick it up with crane capacity, build these buildings just like this and stop building it like that. Do your own research. Here it is right here. The Philadelphia Museum of Art. Look at this building. That's it at night. Look at the street view. And you don't understand how massive these buildings is until you actually get up on them. But just look at the archways. Build these big old archways, for us to walk in. Look at the detail. All right. This is how we was building buildings back in the day. Just like this right here. Okay. And like I said, once again, whatever happened, the water still hasn't receded, Like I said, we ain't gonna get into conspiracy, mud flood. This page is strictly for common sense and facts. Okay. I just need somebody to answer the question because I don't know. Okay. I couldn't tell you how it was built. And like I said, this is what I do. Anybody know me will tell you, I have a school, I teach this. I teach how to go make sure it's built correctly. I can't teach how this was built. Hey, let's look at this one right here. Look at this. Okay. But that's it. Part 2 coming soon. That was Philadelphia part. And I'm gonna try to do a few parts of this because like I said, it's intriguing to me. And I just want somebody to be able to answer how was these beautiful buildings built. So I'll be dropping another part here soon.